talk about goods and currencies when traveling to the Philippines. What is considered as a personal item as opposed to items that are considered for sale or for commercial use? I received a lot of comments from my subscribers regarding items that they wanted to bring to the Philippines. For example, smoked meats, vacuum sealed, and if it is for personal use, then you can bring it to the Philippines without paying any duties or taxes. But there is a limit as to the amount when you are bringing these items to the Philippines, and I'm going to discuss this in this video. Next, personal electronics. Are these exempted if they are for personal use? So this subscriber has a laptop, tablet, phone, video camera, and drone. There is no specific guidance regarding the number of items for personal use. So for me personally, if you have one or two of each of these items, then it may be considered as personal use. But if you have like 4 or 5 of each of these items, then you will have to declare it. So it's up to you as a passenger whether to declare these items or not when traveling to the Philippines. Now let's talk about currencies. So there is a note from our subscriber, and he said that don't bring US currency to exchange and they won't accept it unless it is crisp, clean, or no blemishes. There is another comment that says if you really need to bring a lot of cash, just make sure you bring less than $10,000 and you are safe. So this amount is per family if you are traveling together as a family and you are only filling out one declaration form or one online customs declaration form. Now let's talk about fresh fruits like apples, grapes, and similar fruits. First, check the airport website regarding items that you will be bringing, and also make sure if you are coming from the US, check the TSA website. Let's talk about jewelries, money, and other valuable items. First, jewelries. If you are wearing these jewelries, then you don't have to declare it. However, you have the option of declaring valuable items in the customs declaration form, and also you must specify the amount as well. When I travel to the Philippines, I usually send a box before leaving the US, usually like 60 to 75 days ahead of my arrival in the Philippines, so that I don't have to bring all of these items when traveling, and I don't have to pay or declare all of these items like in the customs declaration. If you have items that you bought from the US and you are bringing it to the Philippines, the question is, are these personal items or are these for commercial use or for sale? If these are for personal use, then it is exempt from the customs duties and taxes up to a certain amount. If you have questions regarding items that you would like to bring to the Philippines or you would like to ship to the Philippines, please consider the Customs Modernization and Tariff Act, or you can email or contact the Bureau of Customs. These are the baggage declaration rules in the Philippines, so all persons and baggage are subject to search at any time. Let's talk about the general rules regarding bringing in goods to the Philippines. As a general rule, all goods, when imported from any foreign country, including those previously exported from the Philippines, shall be subject to duties and taxes, except when specifically exempted. Now, what is the value of the goods? So all travelers, whether Filipino or non-Filipino, bringing in goods with a value of 10,000 pesos or below or its equivalent shall not pay duties and taxes. If you are a foreign national, you can do a rate of exchange using US to Philippine peso. For example, 57 pesos is equivalent to a dollar. So it will be $175 allowed for the goods that you can bring to the Philippines. Now, for all Filipino citizens, you are entitled to a duty and tax exemption for personal effects and household goods sent or brought in up to 3 times the value of which must not exceed 150,000 pesos within a calendar year, provided that the goods are not in commercial quantities or intended for sale. Now, failure to declare will subject you to payment of duties and taxes plus 30% surcharge based on cost of landed goods. So make sure to know this rule. So always declare if you are bringing in excess of 10,000 US dollars or its foreign currency equivalent. Now, non-declaration or false declaration can be subject you to confiscation of the currency and possible criminal prosecution. If you're going to bring in Philippine currency, you need to declare if it's in excess of 50,000 pesos. Based on the current rules, you also need to declare gambling paraphernalia and also cosmetics in excess of personal quantities and also skincare in excess of personal quantities. Now, if you have food supplements, you also need to declare it in excess of personal quantities as well. Also, if you're bringing in medicine in excess of personal quantities, you will have to declare it. Also, dangerous drugs and also alcohol and tobacco products in commercial quantities. So here it's specified if you are bringing these items in commercial quantities, so you will have to declare it. Now, food items, fruits, vegetables, live animal, that is meat, eggs, marine and aquatic products, plants and their products and their byproducts must also be declared. Now, for electronics such as mobile phones, handheld radios, and similar gadgets in excess of quantities for personal use, you must always declare it. Also, cremains, human organs or tissues, you must also declare, and also jewelry, gold, precious metals, and gems. And then for other goods or purchased acquired abroad, there are some questions regarding the Philippine currency and other items that you will have to declare if it exceeds the quantities for personal use or you are using it for commercial purposes. But if you have nothing to declare, just enter no. And then if you have anything to declare, just enter the information, the amount, and then the description. So based on my personal experience, I have some items that I wanted to declare. So I put like $100, and then you can also declare other goods that are not mentioned in the questionnaire. Just enter the quantity or the goods and then the description of the items that you will be bringing to the Philippines. And then when I entered the customs area in the Philippines, they only asked me what I have to declare. And then I said like I only have like grocery items, and they just let me go. So it was pretty much easy to go through the customs and the immigration in the Philippines as long as you have your valid passport and e-travel registration. I wasn't asked any more documents aside from my US passport and e-travel. So it was pretty much easy. It was hassle-free as long as you did your registration ahead of time, and then you can easily claim your baggage without issues. If you have any other questions or comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Again, thank you guys for supporting my channel. And if you haven't liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to follow my Facebook page, Documents and Visas. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.